Hello, it's a windswept Marty from Marty's Classic Cars. Hope you're all keeping well. Thank you for joining the video and once again liking and subscribing as you have been. There's a query. I come to Worcester every day and I live along the in the Rye Forest district. One of the problems that we have is living near a river. Because of the fact the politicians are telling us they are got a clean river policy, we tend to say different. They've got a water protection policy from the river to protect the people from getting flooded. But this still happens. And the thing is, get things like this, which is creating it. If you see on the 7 there, this is in Worcester, in between the two middle arches you've got a build-up of debris, of floating sticks and everything else, which has literally stopped the water going through pretty much. And that has been there for months and months, I'm led to believe, but nobody's going to clear it up. It's a pretty place to be beside the 7 and so on, around here. Got swans going on. Worcester's a lovely place in itself, really. But that just spoils it. And what are you thinking? If that's restricting water going down the stream there, that means anything behind here, up towards Starport where I live in Bewdley, that's going to have an effect. It's not the only thing, but it's because they put the emphasis on doing flood barriers to prevent water getting into households rather than cleaning the river itself, which is dredging. Dredging used to happen in Starport up to the 1970s, but they stopped it, cost, that sort of thing. But it was a false economy, because the thing that's happened since, when these rivers get flooded throughout the country, they put a pool of water in the neighbouring fields and on the roads and everything, and particularly in the fields. It stays waterlogged and doesn't disappear, so when it rains again, it's raining on already drenched ground. And I've listened to so many reports on this, and people say, and people who are really in the know in the water world and so on, they turn round and say, look, the river bed's going high because there's no dredging, so the water on top of it is going to be just as high or higher still, because the bed it's gone on is that higher in the first place, so it elevates the water level in itself. So it's all been a complete false economy. I know there's a body of people in the Rye Forest district, including Rob Plant, who's a member of Led Zeppelin, obviously the lead singer, and as well as some local business people, Dawn Anglin, who I used to know from school. I've been on the trail of this, and it's quite right really, because they really need to look at doing something with the rivers on a big scale. This needs to be really a big radical move on a cleaning perception, not just in our district but throughout the country where there's difficulty in flooding and so on. But I mean, this is disgraceful, isn't it? I mean, you can see it there, middle 2 arches, 2.5 arches, are just rock solid with debris. I suppose it's health and safety and stuff like that, which is preventing people getting some able bodies out there to get and clean it up. So it's the usual old story. Bit of a rant, I'm sorry. Hope you're all keeping well. I'll get another video on the car soon. Alright. If I don't see you before, have a great Christmas and look after yourselves. Bye for now.